Good morning, everybody. This is your Friday broadcast from Philip Carter. My name is Philip Carter, host of the Independent Gospel Artists Alliance Conference and creator of this group, where over 7,000 of you are a part of. Um, and just so glad to be coming to you today. Listen, the topic of today is the Stella Awards are going on this week. The festivities are going on. Everything is happening. I'm sure if you're on Facebook or Instagram, you've seen um, you've seen snippets and clips of broadcasts of things that are going on. But today's topic is this: you stayed home, so what do you do? Obviously, as if you're a gospel independent artist, then you know all about the Stella Awards, and all of us. We, even though we are in it for ministry, we desire to be a part of celebrations like that, not as a main goal, but as something that we aspire to. I'm a Stella Award winning gospel artist. I've also produced Stella Award winning projects, so I know what it's like. I will never tell you that you shouldn't aspire to do it because that may be your aspiration, and it does feel good when people do call your name. But here's the topic: you stayed home. You didn't get a chance to go. Maybe it was financial, maybe whatever. What do you do while all this is going on? What do you do during this week when so many are out enjoying themselves? They spend all their money, or they spend a lot of money going to the Stella Awards. They're wearing big outfits. They're enjoying the festivities. You're an independent artist. You may or may not have the monies, or if you spent the monies, you wouldn't have anything left over to do other things that you wanted to do. So what do you do at home? Let me tell you what you do at home. The first thing is, let me tell you what I did while I was at home. I stayed home. I haven't been in a long time. One, because I haven't been nominated. I don't see no reason of going to go unless I'm going as a fan. If you're not nominated, uh, why spend the money if your name is not being called? Because now you're wasting your resources that you could be using doing something else. So that's why I didn't go. Let me tell you what I did do. I performed this week. I made plans to release new information and new things the very next week. So while everybody's at home recuperating, and a lot of people, independent artists, a lot of artists spend a lot of money that week, so they don't have monies to do things for the next several weeks. So I performed this week. I'm making plans to release things next week where I would have less competition in terms of other people making announcements because they're recuperating from the Stella Awards. Um, and I'm making plans on what I'm going to do next year this time as well. So you got to be strategic in what you do, and you may be at home like wondering or wishing that you were there or whatever, but there are things that you can do while you're at home to enjoy yourself while all this is going on. um, so don't be discouraged by any of this. Okay, it's just an award ceremony. It's wonderful if your name is called. It's wonderful to be there if you're there as a fan or to have fun. But independent artists, we have to be strategic with our money, strategic with our finances, strategic with our investments so that we can yield a greater return. There are a lot of people who are going to the Stella Awards, or who have been nominated or whatever, and they spent so much resources, they may not be able to do this ever again. You don't want to be in that position. Yesterday, we talked about having a reserve. And if you build a reserve, you can go anywhere you want to go for as long as you want to do it, as long as you keep your reserve intact. So I want to encourage you to make plans during weeks like this when a lot of industry things are going on. Schedule some performances this week locally while everybody's out of town. You're the featured person this week, so schedule some performances and have something to release the week after. Because the week after is a potent week. People are at home, they're broke, or they don't have as much money, and that's an opportune time for you to release some new things, have some things ready to go. People are artists are predictable all the time. Okay, this happens every year. Not just here. It happens. It's a little less with the Dove Awards. It happens during conventions, and people will leave town. A lot of gospel artists leave town, musicians and singers. Opportune time for you to go and capitalize off of everybody going somewhere else. You can stay home and capitalize off the people who are here, because while there are people going to these events, you must consider the percentage of people going to these events does not equal the percentage of people who stayed home. And that's your time to make a killing. God bless you. Have a great weekend.